Hi y'all! Hello guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. It's been a long time, I know. Jeez, oh my goodness. I know, what happened, you know what happened, don't you? You know, for you guys that watch, are my avid watchers, thank you for, sticking with me in the channel and everything. You know that back in November, I took 3 weeks off because I was kind of really ill with flu, sciatica and a dodgy foot. Oh man, it was tough. And you know the story of that because I let you guys know what was going down with me, why I hadn't been on the channel. And then I recorded some videos for that week and then I was off again. So I think when I counted it up, because we're nearing the 7th, and I think it was the 7th of November that I actually went off. And then I came back I think it might have been something like, I don't know, the 30th of November or something when I re-recorded something. And then I went off again around the 30th or the 7th of December, something like that in between those dates. And then I came back again and I said, okay, I'm going to be more consistent. I'm a lot better. And I was a lot better and I have been a lot better. Thank you, Lord, because it was a bad illness back in November. But then, obviously, you guys know that I had, because I was ill, I had this huge backlog of clients. I mean, loads of them. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Especially on the year aheads. I mean, I had people ordering other readings, but also a lot of year aheads, because it's the time of year when you have a lot of people wanting to do their 12-month forecast, that type of thing. And don't get me wrong, my website has always been I'm very proud of what I've created with the website. I'm very proud of the fact that I've created a very successful business. I'm now branching into other areas and things like that. It's great. But I noticed that because I'd been ill as well. Sorry, that's my Alexa. Alexa, don't turn on. I'm not talking to you. I noticed because I'd been ill, I'd had a lot of clients, and then I had more clients coming in for the year ahead. So I think all in all, in around 2 months, because we're nearing the 7th anyway, and when this reading goes up, it's probably going to be around the 7th of January or something like that. So all in all, in around 2 months, I've only been on twice. Sorry, guys, I'm really sorry, but first it was illness, and then it was, it's taken me literally 2 months to get all of the year aheads and the other readings done and down. And I'm now comfortably at a position where I can finally come back onto YouTube and record. So I just really wanted to come and explain why I haven't been on, why I've not been consistent with the channel. It's because I've been really busy on the website. So yeah, I'm going to try and be more consistent. Now what I thought I would do today, guys, is I want to do a year ahead for each of the signs. So we're going to do the usual live spread, but I'm not going to focus on the full 5 to 7 areas. The private readings do 5 to 7 areas, okay? This reading is going to be vastly toned down. So we're just going to look at today for it's not even a year ahead, it's a 6 monthly reading that we're looking at, guys. So we're looking from January through to June, the end of June 2020. And all we're going to look at is the areas of love, career and finance. That's all we're going to look at in terms of what's coming in for the next 6 months for you guys. And then I'll do an update around the June time to look at what's coming in between June and the end of the year 2020, December 2020, okay? I'm also, instead of putting up a weekly this week, I'm going to put up a month ahead. So we're also going to look at, I know it's a little bit late, I know, but yeah, we're going to look from around January 7th through to February 7th, okay? So we're going to look, whatever time I know that this is going up, I'm going to put it from there. So we're going to look around January 7th or 8th through to February 7th or 8th. So we're going to do a monthly like that. And instead of having the 1st of Jan to the end of Jan, we're going to have a look at, Jan to, Feb, whatever the dates are, okay, that I start, all right? So that's what we're going to do. What time is it? 6 minutes in. Fast forward. If you don't want to hear my blarney, just fast forward, guys. You don't have to stick around. I've missed you anyway. I've missed all of you. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in. And thank you to everyone who ordered a year ahead. It was phenomenal. 2 months of trying to get down on a whole heap of people. Ugh. Sometimes, I would start at 5 in the morning and then finish at probably 1 in the morning. 5 in the morning, I'd get up and then finish at 1 in the next morning. I was like, oh man, I can't. I was like this, but yeah, God saw me through it, and I'm so grateful. I love what I do, and I'm just really grateful for everybody who's supporting me, and all of you guys that have come for private readings and really made my dreams come true and my business a huge success. So thank you very much. All right, let's get on with the reading, guys. Enjoy the year ahead readings. And also sitting next door, you've got your January 7th or 8th through to the February 7th or 8th month ahead reading. As from next week, I'll be back onto the weeklies, but really I just wanted to kind of just say thank you and put out a couple of kind of biggest, largest readings out to you guys, all right? Love you guys loads. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your 6 month live spread reading. So this reading spans from January through to June 2020. First, before we start the live spread, I'd like to do the spiritual message that the universe has for you in 2020. So for that we use the Quantum Oracle. So let's get shuffling. 2020, show me. Okay, Taurus, so we've got the cards down. Let's just move them along a little bit here. Let's have a look at what the special spiritual message is for you guys during the first 6 months of 2020. Right, you've got this card. It's been showing up quite a bit, actually. This card has the victim mentality. Now, on this particular deck, the reason why I love this, the Quantum Oracle, it's probably my favourite Oracle deck that I've ever bought. I just think it's really, really good, and the messages are often very, very clear. And even if you're not so clear on what something means, you've got a fantastic booklet that explains things really well. I love this deck very much so. This area here, you see this little yellow bit here, this will tell you in what area this is. So it's in the consciousness. So and I understand that very well when you tend to feel that the world is against you, when you tend to feel that everybody's down on you. It's really the consciousness with the victim mentality is all about thinking in a negative way. And generally it's all about kind of negative self-talk, negative self-speak, feeling, you know, that you're on the back foot, you know. So a victim mentality would be things like, you know, I'm never going to be successful, or I'm never going to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or, you know, I'm never going to be good enough for this, that and the other. I'm never going to achieve this. You know, it's basically just thinking negatively about the self. And often this is the card that shows up when we feel that a lot of people are against us. So the one thing that the universe wants you to really be aware of, I think, Taurus, going into this year for the next 6 months is, if you tend to go to this place where you tend to think quite negatively about yourself and quite negatively in a way about the world around you, then maybe it's time to think about how we can change that. Yeah, the energy is you need to have courage. So you need to, some of you guys do have this victim mentality where you tend to think in terms of people being against you, or you tend to think negatively about yourself. You do a lot of negative self-speak, that type of thing. But I feel that the energy that you need to be putting out there, which is, because this courage card is underneath the energy. So basically you need to, I feel, counteract this with the energy of courage. Let's have a look at the next card here. The status quo, the cycle is the status quo. Okay, so the cycle, I guess, is kind of, you know, the phases, changes. And underneath the change, we have the status quo. So for me, this almost feels like the cycle, the new phase that comes in, the status quo isn't about change. The status quo is about tradition and things kind of staying the same. I'm going to get though what they're actually talking about, because this for me, underneath a cycle is something that actually changes. So we go through a phase, a cycle, and when you have a cycle ending, it's a period of time has ended, something's come to a close. But we've got a status quo here. So I'm going to have a quick look at this status, at the cycle area, and see what it's trying to tell us with that, because I just feel that it's almost like the cycle stays the same, or there's no changes happening here. It's interesting because you need to put the energy out there, all right? If you're thinking kind of in a negative way, then you need to put the I would say put a courageous front on things if you can. So this cycle card shows a street where everything is the same. Yes, upright, this card indicates a period of little change. That's what I was saying. There's very little change for you though. So I think what the universe is trying to tell you is that some of you guys have a victim mentality, and you've had it for quite a while, Taurus, but you need to really put an energy out there now that suggests that you are kind of facing up to this, because this is the courage card, and you need to put the energy of courageousness out there. I think this is fighting against kind of things consistently being the same, because with the courage card, it's all about having the courage, and if you look at him, he's got the courage, he's looking directly towards this card as well, I think, sort of thing. You need to have the courage to face up to the status quo, which is things staying the same. Very little change. This is what I was trying to say. The cycle should be changed, but you've got status quo within that cycle, which suggests that things don't move. So you need to have the courage to kind of face up to why things stay the same. Do you see what I mean? Because some of you guys are kind of like, in the consciousness area, consistently thinking negative. But I think that the universe is saying to you, this year, Taurus, you need to have the courage. You need to really muster up the energy of courage to fight against things staying the same with the status quo. And why does Taurus need to do this? Why does Taurus need to do this in 2 cards? Why does Taurus need to do this in 2 cards? Right, because you are deserving. You need to think about yourself as deserving stuff. I'm going to pull this up here. All right, so the conscious knot, it's because of this. We asked for 2 cards. It's because you are deserving. But more than anything, you need to start think of yourself as being deserving here. All right, of people, of a kindred partnership. So for some of you guys, it might be in the area of love, where you feel that you don't deserve stuff. All right, you've got this victim mentality showing here, but it doesn't just have to be love, Taurus. It could just be in anything, in any type of friendship, because you've got the people card, and it shows underneath the people card it's all about kindred partnerships, soulmates, strong spiritual connections with others, true relationships, true friendships. And I feel here it's saying that the universe is saying to you this year, Taurus, remember that this consciousness that you hold within you, the one of being the victim mentality, well, you need to put the energy out there of courage. You need to have the courage to face up to the status quo and why things don't really change in your life. You need to have the courage to face up to that, because the reason that you need to kind of face up to that is because you need to start developing this consciousness of deserving. You need to start thinking that you actually do deserve to have kindred spirits within your life, to have people who are your friends, to have people who are authentic and honest and true. And for some of you guys, it's to have really good relationships, you know, to have a positive, loving relationship with another individual. Perhaps some of you guys have had a lot of relationships that have been very negative. Perhaps you've been getting involved in romances that fail all the time, or that don't work out because you're always kind of getting with the wrong people, that type of thing. And you know, if that's the case for some of you Taurians, it's very easy then to kind of develop that victim mentality where you think, you know, it never works out for me. I never met a nice guy or a nice girl. I'm always meeting a wrong girl. I'm always meeting the wrong people, that type of thing. But I think if you're thinking that way because of experiences you've had, Taurus, you really do. The angels and the universe is saying, Taurus, if you're thinking with the victim mentality, now is the time in 2020 to face up to this with the courage card, to face up to why things are always the same. And it could be that you need to have the courage now to really face up to, you know, for example, why is it that you keep meeting the wrong person? Why is it that you keep, you know, getting involved with bad eggs? Why is it that you keep getting involved with narcissists? I think that with the cycle card being that things seem to be the same, it's like with the cycle card, it reminds me of the Hierophant in a way, where everything tends to stay the same. So it might be year in, year out, you get involved with people and it ends the same way. It never works out. The relationship doesn't work out. So you need to have the courage this year to really face up to why things don't change. Why do things stay the same? Because I think for some of you guys, this is why you're kind of, you know, if this relates to you, this is why you're kind of staying within that victim mentality. Because you seem to be on this never-ending kind of treadmill of meeting the same people or experiencing the same things, and it never changes. But you need to now have the courage to face up to this energy here, because the universe wants you to develop now a new way of thinking with the consciousness area, a new way of thinking, and that is that you deserve to have somebody good. You deserve to have good friends. You deserve to have a good relationship, that type of thing. So this is a year for you, I think, that spiritually the universe is telling you that you need to face up to, and you need to really start examining and looking into why you keep kind of generating the same old circumstances. Because I think that those circumstances that some of you guys consistently generate are really beating you down, and it's really kind of confounding this energy here of the victim mentality. It's adding to it because you keep experiencing, for some of you guys, the same old thing. There's never any change. But the universe wants you to, it wants you to look into why things stay the same. Is it something that you need to do? Is it a block that you need to kind of remove? Usually you'll find that if things consistently stay the same, and if you keep on, experiencing the same old type of people coming in, the same old type of relationships, you'll usually find that it's probably got something to do with you, because you are the only constant in that situation. So it could be that there are things that you need to change about who you are. There are blocks that you need to remove. You might need to, do more kind of spiritual work. You might need to do more kind of shadow work, that type of thing. But I really think that if I were to say in a nutshell what Spirit may be trying to tell you this year, Taurus, in the first 6 months, that it really is a time for Taurus to dig deep and to start really kind of looking into, more than likely doing stuff to do with the shadow self, but also, facing those demons as well, because I think that you've got kind of this sludge that you need to kind of go through. And when you go through it, you get to this area here, which is it's starting to think, you go from the victim mentality to the mentality that says, I actually deserve. But before you can go from this to this, you need to have the courage to go through that wood. To go down that path and say, okay, why is everything the same? Why is there never any change? And it may be that you bring up a hell of a lot of stuff that you just haven't faced. It may be that you just, you usually find that when you do shadow work, I don't do a lot of it, but I do some. Usually you find that when you go through the sludge, what I call the sludge, and you go through, the dark parts of yourself, or the parts of yourself that you didn't really want to face up to before, it does tend to bring up a whole heap of emotion and a whole heap of kind of things that you've either buried or completely forgotten. And when you bring those into the light and you're able to look at them and kind of dissect them and take them apart, whether it's doing it by yourself through tarot, through oracles, or with somebody who can guide you, somebody who's a professional counselor, whatever it is, you usually find that you're actually kind of just completely doing this cleansing. So this is 6 months, really. For the first 6 months, Spirit wants you to start doing some healing and start doing some cleansing. You need to do the cleansing obviously first before you can heal. All right, I do feel for some of you Taurians, this next 6 months is really important in terms of healing those parts that you haven't healed, because once you start healing those parts, you go from the victim mentality into actually saying, actually, I do deserve to have some really good people in my life. I do deserve to have good, honest friends. I do deserve to have an authentic, kindred spirit in terms of a relationship. I deserve to have good people around me. Okay, but before you can get to that, you kind of need to go through this first. All right, and that might take some time. So it's a good idea to start that now. If you're wanting to, I think, this year, Taurus, develop honest, reliable, authentic relationships with others, where you don't have to question or second guess yourself, or second guess anybody else. It starts with you, and it's time to start kind of doing a little bit of clearing here over the next 6 months. All right, that is your angel or spiritual reading. Okay, we're going to now have a look at the life spread, so bear with me. Hi guys, so we're going to do your life spread now. For the life spread, we are using the Light CS Tarot for the body of the reading, the YouTube deck. This is for the actual life spread. We're using for your anchor cards, which is in each area where everything is likely to go. We only use the majors from this. And for your advice for the first 6 months around this reading, we use one of my newest decks, the Denise Lynn. It's Denise Lynn, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Denise Lynn Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. I've never used these before, so we're using them new. Okay. What we're going to do then, we are going to start shuffling the cards. We're just doing the reading in 3 areas. We're looking at your love life over the next 6 months, your career and finance. So let's get shuffling. Want to have a look around the love area. So what does the universe see coming in for Taurus around love over the next 6 months, January through to June 2020? The energy, well, you've got a King of Cups, so this will be a person coming in. So the energy around your love life is a King of Cups, and this is actually a really nice card to get, to be perfectly honest with you, Taurus, because the King of Cups is like one of the most perfect lovers you can get. The thing that I like about it, I mean, I've had King of Cups that have turned into nasty ass, you know, people. You know, they've turned into certain other kings reverse, that type of thing. But when somebody's a King of Cups, they are loving, they're supportive, they're empathic, they're really understanding, male or female, whoever this shows up as for you. Just somebody who's really understanding, somebody who's sympathetic to your needs, somebody who really makes the effort and takes the time to love and to understand you. And the other thing that I really love about the King of Cups, which I prefer to all the other kings, is he's really accepting as a person as well. So this is the type of person who he will love you unconditionally. It doesn't matter whether you are seen as attractive by other people or not. He will just love you. He or she will love you for you. Because the King of Cups doesn't see looks. He doesn't see the superficial. You know, he doesn't, you know, if your body is, if you're pot-bellied and you're, you know, and you've got a bit of fat on or something, like, whatever the case is, it doesn't matter what you look like in life as far as I'm concerned, because love is love. But there are certain kings within the tarot. I mean, I like the King of Coins, but he can be a bit shallow, reversed or not, because he's about the material. And material with King of Coins is certainly not just about money. It's about the way that things look, the way that people look. The same thing goes for the King of Swords. Really, it's all about what other people think with the King of Swords a lot of the time as well. Whereas this geezer is more about, this is all about how he feels. And if he feels a connection with another individual, he's just going to be there. He's just going to go with it. And you can really trust this man or woman to absolutely love you, just love the bones of you, because they just love you. And the King of Cups is someone who will just love your spirit. They're just going to love your personality, your spirit, how you are as a person and how you make them feel. And that's what he goes on. So he's probably, for me, the most perfect lover that you can get within the tarot. What's the experience underneath this for you guys in the next 6 months? Queen of Cups energy. I mean, I certainly feel, because you've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in this reading, so I certainly feel that there is a harmonious energy between the both of you. When you get the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups in a reading together, it doesn't matter whether it's love or anything else, two people share a very harmonious and balanced relationship. They share, like King of Coins, Queen of Coins, share values in a relationship. So if you get King of Coins and Queen of Coins, yeah, they might be soulmates, but they also might have a shared love of money, or a shared love of comfort, or a shared love of security. So you'll have somebody, if the King of Coins finds his Queen of Coins, he'll find somebody who wants to have financial security like he does, who works hard and plays hard like he does, you know, who wants to maybe have children at a certain time, who has a long-term kind of financial or, material goal, that type of thing. But with these guys, it's more about the way that they feel. So with you experiencing the Queen of Cups energy underneath this energy here of the King of Cups, there should be a real harmony that some of you guys are experiencing in love over the next 6 months. You're sharing harmonious values together with this king. There's a real sense of feeling just completely comfortable with one another with this queen showing up here. Let's have a look at what the next card is showing up here. Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that. Oh, my God. This, I mean, it does look, wow, like too good to be true, doesn't it? I mean, you've got the Ten of Cups. See, this is what I was saying. The Ten of Cups in a love reading often means that two people feel real balance, just this harmony. Just incredibly, sorry, I can't get my words out. It's really lovely. I hope the next card's lovely, and I hope that the you know, where things are heading is just as nice through the major. But this is freaking awesome. Honestly, what a lovely reading to start with, Taurus. Scorpios was really good as well, I think. But Taurus, this is beautiful. Oh my God, just beautiful. You've got a King of Cups, you've got a Queen of Cups, and you've got a Ten of Cups. What more? I mean, obviously, look, we get involved with people and we want that energy, but you do need a pentacle at some point, I won't lie. But this is nice. I mean, this is really, really nice for some of you guys. Now, I think I've just done a month ahead reading for some of you guys, and check that out. It's a love reading, check that out. This will correlate to some of you. The love reading in the month ahead will correlate to some of you as well. All right, I'm seeing picking up lots of different energies. But this is nice because the Ten of Cups means to feel satisfied and contented. And I'm seeing you feeling very satisfied and contented in a relationship with an individual here. That's what it is with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like, oh, I just feel so comfortable. And it's the kind of just feeling really happy and like, yeah, man. Because the Nine of Cups, if you get that in a reading, a love reading as well, this is about feeling personal satisfaction. But this is like the both of you together, you can see on this card, just feeling really personally satisfied. If you've got children, there's a lot of happiness here over the next 6 months as well. If you don't have children with this person, you've probably got a vision of having kids together because the kids are here in the, you know, they're there and you're both looking towards this. So you're probably both thinking about having children as well together. Lovely. I'm really scared now because I don't know what the next card is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's lovely. Lots of give and take. Six of Coins. There's so much give and take in this relationship. What a phenomenal reading. What an absolutely freaking phenomenal reading, Taurus. It's just bloody beautiful. It really is. And I think that if you see the month ahead for January going into February and you think, oh man, is this really my love life in January? And you then come to this reading and you see this one, you know, it could be that this happens after whatever happens in the, I don't want to give too much away in the month ahead, but this is, honestly, it's bloody beautiful. It really is. It's just fantabulous. And I told you we needed a pentacle, and we've got one here. Because what this tells me is that you're not just feeling kind of hearts and flowers and really kind of harmonious and happy with the lover that you're with, Taurus, over the next 6 months. I'm also seeing with the Six of Coins a lot of generosity as well, a lot of sharing. It's not just about the love. You're literally both of you wanting to make each other happy on a very physical level, especially in terms of kind of like being fair and being equal with one another. So say, for example, you decide to move in with a lover or something like that. What you're doing with the Six of Coins is that you are sharing the responsibilities in the home. So say, for example, the partner is a male and he decides, I'll do the cooking then. I'll make us meals. When you come in from work, I'll make you a meal. When, you know, I'll make sure that the bins are taken out, blah, blah, blah. And maybe the woman says, okay, well, what I'll do is if you make the meals and stuff, I'll do the DIY. I'll put the pictures up. I'll do this. I'll make sure the bathroom's clean, that type of thing. So it's a real kind of sense of equality and balance that is being brought into this relationship with that Six of Pentacles energy there, Taurus. You know, it's a shared responsibilities. Both of you are giving and taking at the same time, but it is shared. You know, the Six of Coins I see, and, you know, I read Six of Coins very differently in a lot of readings. If I see just two hands, one giving to the other, I know that this is going to be a very equal partnership. Okay, whether it's reversed or not, I mean, you've got this pentacle here, and it's giving to this hand here, and it, you know, sometimes it can, if it's aspected badly, it can be one person taking advantage of the other. One person's taking while the other is giving. But I see on this reading a shared, you know, shared responsibilities, equal balance, and also a lot of generosity as well. Not only are you happy on an emotional level in this relationship, real satisfaction here, I also see a lot of kindness between one another, a lot of support, a lot of generosity financially as well, and just basically a lot of give and take in this relationship. Where are things heading, though, over the next 6 months in terms of this energy? Oh my God, look, the Lovers. And I'm going to read that as not choice at all. I'm going to read it as two people who are accepting of one another. If you look at the Lovers, look at this. This is a blessed union as well. Think about the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve. This is like Adam and Eve. Can you see that? And the angel, it almost reminds me of God, who created these people in his own image. And it reminds me of when he created Adam and Eve in the Bible. He created a man and a woman. It doesn't matter if you're gay or lesbian, it's the same sort of thing, I guess. But it, you know, God created people to come together in this blessed union, to help support each other, to love one another. And I'm seeing this being a blessed union going forward with that Lover's energy. This, my darling Taurus, is a freaking phenomenal reading. End of story. It really is. It's fantastic. Love looks really, really good for a lot of you guys. That's just, it's just blowing my mind. It really is. It's blowing my bloody mind. Amazing. Lovely. Let's have a look at career. What's the energy around the career coming in? Well, stability is the Queen of Coins, which is nice. So the Queen of Coins talks about being rewarded for hard work. Some of you guys, it could be a promotion with the Queen of Coins, but really and truly with the Queen of Coins energy, it's just working really, really hard, being rewarded for that work with the Queen of Coins energy, and financial gain, and just seeing the fruits of your labours. It's just being really comfortable. This is really about security. It's the energy around your career in the next 6 months. Let's have a look at what's going on around that Queen of Coins energy. Oh, well, you got the Lovers again. You had it here. I just see a really strong connection in work. Like, this is partnership. Lovers can mean partnerships and agreements within work, but you can see there's only 2 people on this Lovers energy here. And this is all about a partnership. Really strong partnership in terms of work with the Lovers. But also the Lovers can mean just to love what you do, just to have a real love and appreciation for what you do. The Lovers can also mean to have people who support you in what you do, people who are really behind you, people that back you. Let's have a look at the next one showing here. All right, so I do feel with the Six of Swords there's a move here. So you might be moving away from this energy here. You might be changing jobs. There could be a move away from a partnership. It feels like you've loved what you've done with the Lovers, but with the Six of Swords showing here, it could be, or it could be there's an agreement for you to move, for example, Six of Swords energy. What's the next one showing up here? The Empress. Okay, so it feels like you're moving to something bigger here. The Empress often talks about something that is expanding. So I remember when I first started doing tarot, and I used to do readings for my twin sister and her partner, and they consistently showed in their career path as being Emperors and Empresses. She an Empress, my brother-in-law an Emperor, and for that year that I did that reading, my brother-in-law must have had about, I think it might have been within the 18 months of doing that reading, he had about 3 promotions. And he's a top manager now. And my twin sister also had 2 to 3 promotions within an 18-month period as well of reading this card in terms of career. So there's definitely something to do with promotion showing up here. And you've got that Six of Swords energy showing here as well. So this is leading to this, the Empress energy. It could be with the Lovers energy that this is like, for example, an interview, because the Lovers can also indicate that other people are involved in the situation, or a decision leads to the Empress energy. So it could be with the Lovers being decision as well. A decision here, maybe there's the Lovers, people who really like you, people who have interviewed you, leading to the Empress, a promotion, for example. I'm getting maybe a promotion happening here. Or it could be, I mean, if you're leaving a relationship behind, then you're leaving for something bigger and better. So some of you guys might be leaving behind a partnership that you've been in for a while, and you might be kind of leaving with that Six of Swords, this partnership, and where you're heading towards is the Empress. Maybe it's a bigger company with the Empress energy, a bigger job, a promotion, a higher position for some of you guys I'm getting here. It could also be that there's been a decision made that leads to you becoming the Empress, for example. Either way you want to look at that reading, my darlings, with this area here being the crowning area, whereby we're seeing promotions, financial gains, rewards for hard work as well with the Queen of Coins energy. This could be an interview, for example, and there's a decision that's made that leads to you getting the top job, for example, that type of thing. Either way you want to look at that or interpret it, I definitely feel in this area here, guys, that there are promotions for you guys this year. I think you're going to be very successful in career as well from what I'm seeing here, Taurus. Very, very successful, actually. It doesn't matter if you've decided to leave a partnership and you're going, you know, some of you guys, it might be that you decide to leave working for someone, because this is partnership, and you decide with the Empress to start your own creative venture. All right. Either way, with that Queen of Coins, it could be the energy coming in for some of you guys is because this can be running your own business from home. So that Queen of Coins could be saying, well, during the first 6 months of the year for Taurus as well, the Queen of Coins is going to be the energy. It's crowning your career area. So this is success with the Queen of Coins. This is Taurus probably setting up their own business from home. They decide to leave a partnership here that they've been working in. There's no problems there with the partnership. With the Lovers looking like the way they do on the card, you got on very well with your team, with your, you know, with the company, with the people that you worked around. But you decide with the Lovers energy, you might be that you make a decision to leave your job with the Six of Swords and to start up on your own as well. So some of you guys could be starting up on your own creative business, that type of thing. You know, the energy is kind of with the Queen of Coins energy, making your own money, working from home, your own home business. So there could also, I see advancements within career. I see some of you guys being promoted, maybe within the same company. I see some of you guys leaving a company and going to a bigger job in 2020 in the first 6 months. And I see some of you guys leaving a company altogether and you decide to go and set up on your own business. What will be the long-term outcome from this? You've got the Emperor energy showing here. So the long-term Emperor, I would just describe that as being security and actually building some new foundation as well, because the Emperor often represents stability and security. So in the long term, you're going to be quite stable, I feel, with this Emperor energy in terms of this. So if this is you setting up your own business, for example, deciding to leave a company, set up your own business, for me, the Emperor would be, in the long term, I can see you, and especially if you're running, you go from being an Empress to an Emperor, for example. You know, you might be setting up your company in other, because he runs many kingdoms, you see. The Emperor is the surveyor of many kingdoms. He's not a king, he's an emperor. So whilst kings have one kingdom, emperors have many. So if some of you guys are looking to set up your own business, leave a company and set up your own business in the next 6 months, I feel with the Emperor energy, this is going to put you in a real place of leadership, for example. For example, some of you guys might look to leave a company because you've got children. For example, some of you guys might be leaving a partnership and it's leading to the Empress. Maybe some of you guys are going on maternity leave. It could also be that some of you guys are going on maternity leave in the next 6 months too, because you've got this crowning the reading as well. And the Queen of Coins is also a pregnant woman too, showing up. So there could be something about pregnancy. Some of you guys leaving a partnership here and you're kind of, taking a break and having a child, for example, that type of thing. Okay, it might be that this leads to, with the Emperor energy, just kind of, some form of kind of, nestling down and building some form of a stable environment for the child, that type of thing. But that's kind of like a little bit of an outside chance, I think, with this. It could be that, but I definitely feel, and also kind of having to be in charge of something else. But definitely, I think if you're setting up your own business in this area here, Taurus, it leads to you guys, in the long term, you're in charge of probably something quite big. You're the one that makes all the decisions with the Emperor energy here. You're building something solid for the future, which is what the Emperor is. So if this is kind of leaving a business and going it alone and setting up your own thing, I see you in the long term totally in control of your own thing with that Emperor energy here, in a place of leadership with the Emperor energy here, but also with the Emperor energy building something very solid for the future. And I think that if you are leaving for another job or you're getting a promotion, again, I'm just seeing a real secure and stable energy around you going forward with that Emperor energy. Finally, your finances. What are we seeing for the next 6 months? The energy around your finances is, well, God, you've got, bloody hell. And this is actually, no, this isn't. This is Virgo energy, but it doesn't matter. Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins is, and it's Virgo. So Virgo rules the house of work and services. So getting paid for your services. That could definitely correlate maybe to something like this, especially if you're looking, Taurus, to set your own business up, in which in the long term, there you are leading the business. There you are fully fledged control of your own thing. There you are building a really solid foundation for the future with the Emperor energy showing here. If that correlates to this with finances, then the energy around the Nine of Coins energy is about making more money and making a comfortable living as well. So the energy around your finances, no matter what that is, Taurus, we're seeing comfortable finances. We're seeing money coming in with the Nine of Coins energy. We're seeing you getting paid for services. Remember, it's second decan in Virgo, so this is literally getting paid for the services that you put out there. Let's have a look at what you're experiencing underneath that. Well, there's a King of Wands energy showing here, so this could be about promoting something here with the King of Wands, because King of Wands is like PR, and it's to do with things like online media, that type of thing. Or this could be a person as well. The Ace of Cups, so there's an abundance here. So underneath this, you're experiencing, I think for some of you guys, this feels to me that it's, it could be a new relationship, business relationship, for example, because the Ace of Cups is the new relationship card, and this could be the person. So it might be underneath this money that you're getting, it might be that there's a new relationship coming in with the person here in terms of business. Could also be with the King of Wands that this is something to do with promotion with the King of Wands energy, and this is abundance. So maybe you're promoting your services here, for example, with the King of Wands, and it's bringing in abundance. The Ace of Cups is an abundance card. So when you get the Ace of Cups in terms of money, you've got a lot of money coming in. What's the next one? Oh, Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is your service card. So this is where you're offering your services here. All right. Or this could be an abundance of interest, for example, because the Knight of Cups not only gives, but he also receives. So the Knight of Cups can easily be a customer as well. This can be somebody who's making a request. So lots of requests, for example, coming in as well. You've got money coming in. You've got, your money looks good. I mean, this must be the best reading besides Scorpio that I've seen. Seriously, is this, wow, Taurus, you have a phenomenal 6-month reading. I can't think of anywhere in this reading that is bad. I can't think of anything that's negative at all. It just looked, it's just amazing. What an amazing 6 months. I think I'm going to name it that, actually, the reading. What an amazing 6 months for Taurus. And it's not clickbait, because you can see for yourself that it's amazing. And I'm naming the reading here as I'm doing it. This is just lovely. Taurus, it really is good. It's either somebody new. I think, that you've got this kind of new business relationship with this individual. And I feel with the King of Cups energy, then this could be about exploring new creative ventures, for example. It could be as well that with the King of Wands energy, that what you've got underneath this is, it might be that this is saying that this is going to be very successful, or that underneath this energy here, the crowning of the reading is the Nine of Coins. So we can see that enveloping your finances with the Nine of Coins, you're financially secure, you're bringing the money in. Nine of Coins energy showing here. And underneath that, we could read this as saying, well, there's great success coming to Taurus, because King of Wands also means success, an abundance of money with the Ace of Cups energy, and with the Knight of Cups energy. This could just be requests or following your heart's desires. But the Knight of Cups usually is the card that kind of, that kind of shows how you're making the money. So it could be that you've got an abundance of requests coming in. It might be that you're promoting your business, especially if this is you running your own thing. There's promotion here with the King of Wands. And actually this can be, also it could be, because the King of Wands can be a retirement card, because he's the card where he's come to the end of his career as well. So some of you guys, in terms of money as well, the energy is getting money. Nine of Coins. And Nine of Coins, usually that can be the card that says it's unearned income, but it is earned income, because if it's your retirement package, you've earned it. So this is like, this could be your retirement fund for some of you guys showing here. And underneath that, what you're experiencing coming to the end of your career, King of Wands energy. All right. The Ace of Cups energy showing up here. There could also be gifts, because Ace of Cups can be a gift as well. Receiving a gift. Knight of Cups energy, lots of love coming with that as well, with that Knight of Cups energy sitting there. It's not, this is not a financial card, but these are gifts. So with the Ace of Cups and the Knight, you might be receiving lots of gifts as well. So it could be that this is a retirement thing coming to some of you guys. If you are watching this and you're nearing retirement, or you're going to be retired, maybe April or something, this could be a retirement showing here. You're gaining money through retirement here. Lots of, an abundance of gifts as well coming your way. So this could be something separate, because the Ace of Cups is an abundance and the Knight of Cups can be a gift. You're receiving a gift. So abundance of gifts coming here and retirement here. But also, I feel for some of you guys, with the Nine of Coins showing as you guys getting a lot of money through over the next 6 months, this might be connecting to a promotion as well. The King of Wands could be that some of you guys, and we were saying here that maybe there is a promotion happening here with the lovers and the, this area here. So if this is, it feels like this is like a promotion as well, not just running your own business, but also a promotion in this area here, which could be connecting with your finances, and sees your finances growing with the Nine of Coins. You're getting more money in. Underneath that, we have the promotion of the King of Wands energy here. More money with the Ace of Cups, because it's an abundance of money, or you're being given. Knight of Cups is given. So when you get the Knight, it's giving. You're being given with the Knight of Cups more money with the Ace of Cups, and it's coming through a promotion as well for some of you guys. So there's definitely no more money coming for some of you guys, either through a new job, for example, showing up here, or a promotion showing up here, or it could be through a retirement plan. You're also getting lots of gifts in as well. Little bits of money here and there from different sources too. showing here as well. It could also be with the King of Wands. This is an online thing and you've got an abundance of money coming through. Knight of Cups, you're being given a lot of money, but also receiving a lot of money with the Ace of Cups is receiving through the services as the Knight of Cups as well. This might be you providing the service. Through the services that you provide, receiving lots of money too. So it looks like it's really good for finances. Where is everything heading towards that? Okay, nice. Wheel of Fortune. In the long run, it's going to lead to the Wheel of Fortune. I could have read that. I want to clarify that because the Wheel of Fortune, the only reason I'm going to clarify that wheel in the long term is because you're already on the up here. And the problem with the wheel is if you're already on the up and that shows, it can say things go in the opposite direction. All right. Or this could be leading to maybe, you know, great fortune or something, especially if you started your own business and you're starting to see money coming through for the services that you provide, Taurus. It might be in the long run, you're onto a really good thing. So we're just going to clarify that card. And I'm going to just, which cards am I using to clarify? We'll use these. We'll use the rider. No, actually, no, we will use, sorry. We'll use these. I'll just ask it to clarify. We'll go magnify that card, please, universe. In 2 cards, I need you to magnify, please, that Wheel of Fortune. What do you mean by the Wheel of Fortune is the long-term outcome, please, for money? And, I mean, Wheel of Fortune is good in terms of money. It means changes for the better, but you're already onto something really good here already. So let's just see. Hopefully, it's things are getting even more incredible. Show me. What do you mean by the Wheel of Fortune in 2 cards? Right, Page of Wands. So that's good news, is the Page of Wands energy showing here. But the 7 of Swords shows up here. 7 of Swords loses things. It lacks things. It takes things away. I think it's saying that it's leading to, with the Page of Wands energy, the potential for more, because pages always represent potential, but I feel that in a way it's saying with that 7 of Swords that you still need to be careful, all right? And I feel that you need to be careful and you need to be kind of, you know, with the Strength energy, this also tells you to be careful with both, all right? I feel with these cards, it's telling you to just be careful with what you spend. I think that there is potential here. I think it's saying that in the long run, there's potential for more abundance and more wealth. But I just get and actually I'm going to put that back and ask what you need to be careful of. What does Taurus need to be careful and cautious of with the 7 of Swords? The Magician. All right, so that magician can be people who are trying to, you need to be careful of a magician. Now, a magician is doing things spontaneously, or a magician is somebody who talks you out of your money. For example, going into, you know, some new enterprise because somebody says it's an amazing idea. For example, the magician can be somebody through one of those adverts you get, you know, that says, you could make £10,000 or £50,000 like I did within, you know, 6 months if you join this scheme or that scheme or the other scheme, you know. 6 of Coins energy as well, you know, somebody who's telling you that you can receive a lot of money here, or you can get a lot of money with the 6 of Swords energy. But I feel with the Queen of Swords energy, they don't tell the truth. It's reversed. With the Queen of Swords reversed, I just feel that they don't tell the truth. It's a lie. Queen of Swords reversed is a liar. This is somebody who's trying to, you know, it's like a King of Swords in the reverse. They both represent people who don't tell the truth. In the upright, they tell the truth. They're plain talking and they're honest. Reverse, they don't tell the truth. So this is somebody who's probably, you know, telling you with that magician energy, because magician is ruled by Mercury and it talks about communication. But sometimes the magician can embellish certain things, which is why he's called the magician, because he's casting this kind of illusion. He's presenting something to you. So you need to be careful of people who present things in illusion to you, you know, that you can, with the 6 of Coins energy, earn a lot of money or earn money through a certain thing or a certain venture. And, you know, but it's a lie with the Queen of Swords energy being in reverse. All right, it's an absolute lie. I feel with these cards here, the 9 of Coins and the King of Coins, this is complete security here. This is kind of like, with the 9 of Coins, that's your money, but you're increasing it by the King, because the King is higher than the 9. So this is where, this is big money here. You're increasing your earnings. So this person will tell you they're lying when they say that you can increase your, I mean, you could probably increase your earnings, but you're probably with the Hangman going to have to wait for that to happen for a long time. all right? So this person's not telling you the truth, okay, when they say that, you know, it's going to be really quick when you can, you know, that you can increase your earnings, because with a hangman, you're probably going to have to wait a while before that happens, okay, and it could lead to some worry on your part, okay, that you've invested your money, especially if this is a retirement fund or something like that. You're getting a retirement payout, for example, you're leaving a job, guys, and then you get this magician who says to you, this is why I said with the wheel that, what do you mean by the wheel? Well, it means that with the Page of Wands, there's lots of potential for good things to happen with your money, for you to increase your money with the Page of Wands. But with the Seven of Swords, I feel that you need to be careful with that card, Taurus. That's the only thing I would say. Just be careful with the earnings that you have, the money that you get in, whether it's through your own endeavours of kind of your own business, or whether it's through having more surplus funds because you've got a promotion. You still, there's room for more money to be made, I think, with that page, because there's great potential here. There's room for more money here, but there is the need to be careful and cautious around magicians. And these are people who present this amazing, you know, this amazing, this amazing idea, or this amazing new venture in which they say, you know, the earnings will be great here with the Six of Coins. But I feel that it's a lie. Queen of Swords in the reverse. They don't tell you everything here, okay? They tell you with the lying tongue of the Queen of Swords in the reverse that you can increase your earnings big time with that 9 going to the King, all right? But you're going to have to wait for that to happen here with the Hanged Man energy, and I feel that it may cause some worry going forward. So I would just say that, you know, in the next 6 months, Taurus, you're on a real roll here financially. You really are doing very, very well, whatever way it is. Your own business, promotion, retirement fund, whatever it is, you're on to a winner here. But I would say with the money that you earn, the money that you get, be careful how you invest it and what you invest it into, because there are people out there who will see, you know, if you see an advert or something and you sign up for it and they say you pay us X amount and we'll blah, 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 blah. What will happen with that, unfortunately, is it will be a load of bullshit. They'll tell you that you can make a whole heap of money in a record amount of time. But then even the ones that say, see, I'm not promising you that you can make loads of money, but I'll tell you in time you can, blah, blah. They're still trying to get, they're still trying to come with this whole thing of being honest. But, you know, at the end of the day, you probably can't make that much money through it. And by the time that you realise that, you've lost a whole chunk, and it's caused you a lot of kind of worry here with that Nine of Swords energy. Okay, but you need to have strength and patience, because, you know, you will make a lot of money anyway. 10 of Coins, if that happens, you would recuperate the money anyway, showing up here. So you don't need to worry about that. You are stable. You are very, very stable. You really are. All right, but there will be people who will try and challenge that stability. There are people that will try and take that stability from you. All right. I also feel with the strength and the 10 of Coins energy, you need to protect your assets as well. I'm going to read it like that because of these two cards here. Protect your assets and protect your savings and protect your security with the strength and the 10 of Coins. Okay. I feel with the Emperor almost guarding with that 10 of Coins energy, that it says as well with the strength of the 10 of Coins that your finances are very strong. All right, your financial assets. 10 of Coins is assets, it's the home, it's the things that your money is tied up in, it's your savings. I think it's very strong, but you need to guard your assets with the energy of the Emperor. Can you see how he's keeping an eye? Look how his eyes, look where his eyes are. They're turned towards the 10 of Coins. Can you see how he's keeping his eye on the property, on the money? This is you guys, and you show as being the Emperor here. Okay, this is you guys, Taurus, guarding your empire, guarding your money, guarding your savings, guarding your assets, guarding your property. And you need to guard it against people who are trying to take that. 5 of Swords is actually your magician. This is the person that comes with the lying tongue, all right, with the bad intention to take what you have, to tell you a whole heap of shit and then not really deliver on it. So just make sure you are in such an affluent time, Taurus. This is probably the best reading that I've done besides Scorpio. This is phenomenal. This is the best time financially, love-wise, career-wise. It's all going on. It's all brilliant for you in the next 6 months. It looks phenomenal. But let me tell you something. It only takes one thing to take down you know, part of what you're building. You have an excellent financial portfolio for the next 6 months, but you must look after your territory. You must look after your earnings. I'm not telling you to live in fear. I'm just telling you to be careful with the 7 of Swords energy and be cautious. Okay, it could also be that there's a change here. Where it's leading to is a change because you get information that's not honest, fake information, because the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords can be a lie. It can be information that's not true. This can be, for example, an email or information coming to you about a new creative venture, but with the Seven of Swords, it's a load of bullshit. It's not true. So you've got people around you. You're earning money. You're doing well. You're making a lot of money. But be careful of people who lie to you through the information that they send. Be careful of that, of fake information. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups with these types of cards. It's all about fake news, fake information. Be careful of that. Please, please, please look after your assets. God is giving you such an amazing opportunity here to do good with the money that you have. As I've said, Taurus, I'm not telling you to be afraid. Really, I'm not. I would never do that to a client. Don't live in fear. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your money. You've worked hard for it. You deserve it. But at the same time, if people come along and they want to send you fake information here, showing up here, okay, they want to kind of tell you through a lying tongue that you can earn, you know, lots of money, Six of Coins, the reward, the payoff is going to be good if you know, invest in this, that and the other, and they tell you that you can increase your earnings, you know, in record time or whatever with those two cards there. You're going to have to wait for this to happen. It will be a long, long wait with that Hangman energy, and in that time, you guys, some of you will start to worry. You're going to start to worry. All right, what have I done? That's the Nine of Swords energy. So, you know, whilst you're, you know, the sun shines, you know, you have strong finances, strong assets in the next 6 months. Protect that with the Emperor energy against those who would want to take it from you. All right. It's a good reading. It's just that little bit of advice on the end there with the finances because you're doing so well. You're doing well in all areas, in financial, in love and career. I can't fault this reading. What is the advice, the spiritual advice, finally, for the next 6 months? It's telling you to release. All right. I just say with this card, release anything that doesn't serve you. All right. And also, just going back, we should have, sorry, I forgot to mention, there's a picture on the screen of the angel reading that we just did. All right. The angel reading that we just did, which was that you needed to, the spiritual reading said you needed to release the victim mentality. Look at that reading on the screen, guys. Okay, because it's important for you. And I just left that up there because I wanted you to kind of refer back to it if you needed to. But I feel that with this card here, it's really reiterating that and saying, release anything that holds, because you're going to just do so many things. So if you've got any blocks, any major blocks this year going on within the next 6 months, try and release them. Find a way to it, because there's so many things opening up to you. Relationships, work, money, it's all good. It's all good. It really is. But you must release any kind of negative energy if you can, okay? Because the more that you release anything that doesn't serve you, the more that you're just going to bring great things in. Phenomenal. Love this reading, Taurus. So, so good. Really, really excited to see what evolves for some of you guys, okay? All right, that's it. If you'd like to order one of these readings, they're on my website. It's usually comes 7 areas. It's quite a hefty reading actually because you get a document with it and you also get you know, an hour and a half to a 2-hour reading with the document too. So if you'd like to order that for the next 6 months, and with those live spread readings, you can order them at any time of the year. All right, we just look at 6 months from whatever time you ordered. All right. That is it, my darling. Love you loads. I'll see you on your week aheads. And also, if you want to see what's going down for January as well, January monthly, make sure that you check that out as well. It's sitting next door. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.